Lara Logan was recently banned from Newsmax, which is apparently a thing that can happen. There's a line and she crossed it, but there is levels of absurdity and insanity in right-wing media that descend far past Newsmax. I'm talking here about Mike Lindell TV, and she joined that show to continue talking about Democrats consuming the blood of children. Listen to this.
It's all about the children. The question they don't want us asking is, where are all the missing children? What happens to these children? How can hundreds of thousands of kids go missing in the United States every year and nobody knows where they are? They just vanish? I don't think so. Every sex trafficking ring worldwide knows, bring the kids to the United States. That this administration is participating in the trafficking of kids because they're paying companies, LLCs and nonprofits and church groups. They're paying them to take these kids and disappear them, including the report that you showed, have talked about the blood of young children being the secret to anti-aging. And why does nobody ask, where does blood come from? How do you get the blood of young children? And does it matter if the children are younger and younger and younger? So now are you talking about the blood of babies now?
Okay, I would say, are you talking about the blood of babies? Because you're the one doing all of this talking. It's an amazing thing when you have a conspiracy theory where you come up with the kernel of it, and then you start adding on layers, and you're just asking questions, but you're asking questions about things that only occur inside of your own brain until finally, I don't know what relationship this has to literally anything. It started off with what seemed like a genuine concern about children going missing, of which many kids do go missing each year. The vast majority of them are runaways and they don't stay missing. She doesn't seem to understand that most are found. And then it turns to her saying definitively that churches are being paid by the elites to find these kids. And there is now a thriving business of consuming the blood of the young. That's not like a theory or something. No, everybody knows that they consume the blood of the young and that's how they stay young. So now the concern isn't that might be happening. We've already established it, it's happening. It's how young are they going when they kidnap kids to take their blood to keep Joe Biden young? I feel like this is what people mean when they say that they can't just start watching Marvel movies now, because you need to know all the backstory. I feel like I'm missing a few installments in Lara Logan's insanity.
I mean, yeah, that's like the word more unique. Can something be more unique if it's unique? Can something be more insane the more you learn about it when you know that it's just thoroughly insane or nonsensical, I guess? Can it be more nonsensical? No, there is no sense. And everything she added to it didn't make it more nonsensical because it was never even remotely sensical to begin with. I mean, you really hit the nail on the head of the logic or the dynamic that happens with this kind of claim. And I can debunk her claims about children's blood being the secret to anti-aging. We all know it's snail mucus. I don't know why anyone else is doing anything but harvesting snail mucus forever. It is so weird. And what you said is one version of it, but to me, it's like, the thing I like to focus on is like you guys are obsessed with it. It's not that they're not so much that they are creating this crazy conspiracy theory that vilifies someone else. It's what kind of a mind you yourself have to even come up with it. Or how weak your mind has to be to go along with it, and how unmoored from reality and actual consequences of anything, and how non-invested in the truth of the situation or truth at all you have to be in order for this to be something that you spend your time doing. Like I do watch Marvel movies, a lot of them. I know they're fiction, and I gauge my entire life around that just being entertainment value. It doesn't translate into action against the government.
Yeah, 100%. By the way, like if you're willing to, without any evidence, believe that Democratic elites are kidnapping hundreds of thousands of children to consume their blood or whatever, to stay young, wouldn't at least like a reasonable starting off point to that theory be that when you look at elite Democrats, they seem at least healthy for their age. I would expect them to look really good for their age. They don't look amazing. Like I don't look at Joe Biden or Chuck Schumer or Nancy Pelosi and think, well, what the hell magical alchemy are they consuming to look so good? Their skin is so tight. There's a spring in their step. They can list person, woman, cameraman, TV without any flaws whatsoever. They look like they're that age or maybe slightly worse. So I don't think that you need this conspiracy theory. By the way, I'm pretty sure that there's always been people this crazy. It is just way easier to broadcast if you're this crazy. They wouldn't let you on public access necessarily if you were as crazy as Lara Logan or Mike Lindell. But now it's just everywhere.
And also, anyway. MyPillow is made of baby bones. That's what's so soft to the baby bones. You know, their baby skulls are soft. They can make it out of the canal. But they're also soft enough to go on MyPillow. Here's what we make MyPillows of, and we're trying to throw people off the scent on Mike Lindell TV by blaming the Democrats when we're just smuggling babies using our bones for MyPillow.
Okay. Look, I'm glad that you're talking about that rather than hogs or something. Anyway, by the way, update from I Am Saku says guy who attacked Pelosi posted a lot of transphobia, COVID vaccines being deadly, January 6th and the election being stolen. I don't know exactly what the source for that information is. Always be hesitant on the social media stuff immediately in the aftermath of a crime. That would be my advice. It might be true, but that's my advice.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.